All the world's a stage, and for decades men and women have sought to explore and exploit what lies behind the scenes in space. From moonwalking to beaming information from satellites into our homes, offices and cars.
We are all using space on a daily basis. You cannot live anymore without space systems. In Europe, we are putting much more priority on knowledge and services to the citizens than on exploration. But exploration is, I must say, the dream part of space activities.
Space is big business. In the UK, the space industry already contributes about $12 billion to the economy. The UK launched its first space agency last year, and now it's sponsoring this year's space conference here in Coventry to reinforce the growing importance of the space sector.
It employs about 23,000 people directly, and another 60,000 people are employed because the space industry exists. And that's, when we look at the 23,000, that's the core people whose jobs would not exist if it were not for satellites. But there's also the way which we don't count, how it's changed, for example, satellite broadcasting for television sports, for news reporting, for overseas broadcasting. It's created a whole new genre of people employed in the field, all using satellites.
How we get the satellites up into space is a market that UK-based company Reaction Engines hopes to revolutionise, to lead the way in sustainable transportation with its Skylon spaceplane by 2020.
The problem with current rockets is you throw most of it away when you get into space. What we're trying to do is to come up with a rocket which is reusable.
So it's more cost effective?
Very much more cost effective.
Then do you envisage it being converted into a passenger version?
I do believe that we're starting a new industry here, and in the future there will be future versions of this vehicle and people will build different vehicles to do different jobs.
Reusability is also key for Virgin Galactic, Richard Branson's space venture. According to President and CEO George Whitesides, their space tourists pay $200,000 each instead of the current price in Russia of $50 million.
People have been dreaming about this moment when private firms can sort of open up space and radically transform humanity's relationship with the cosmos, and that the next phase is to develop and innovate some of these new technologies, particularly like reusability. What we're trying to do is bring that reusability to the industry through things like Virgin Galactic, and then I think that there will be a lot of application of those technologies to other areas of space exploration and space travel.
Business has reached a new stratosphere, whether it's a satellite or a space tourist beaming down at the curvature of the Earth. Ayesha Durgahee, CNN, Coventry, England.